Okay, and so hey YouTube. Today we're going to be working with field variables and we're going to be working with scopes and methods. But first off, we're going to split this into three different videos. This one's going to be about field variables. Well, what's a field variable? A field variable is basically a variable that's declared outside of a method. So that can be accessed from inside the class, so from anywhere inside the class, as opposed to if you created it inside the method. So say I created an integer inside the method called int lol. If I decided to call lol out here, like lol equals 5, it would give me an error, and it would say lol doesn't exist. That's basically what it's saying there. Lol doesn't actually exist. So what you do to be able to access it from anywhere in the class is you declare it outside. So if I made int lol out here, then I went lol is equal to 5. As you can see, it's asking me to change it to static, but for now, I'm just gonna quickly change it to static. Yeah, we'll see static when we come across methods, but for now, you still don't need to know what static means. So as you can see now, if I go sys out lol, no errors, it's just gonna print me out 5. So say I made another method, which we're gonna be doing later on. So I think I'm just gonna do field variables and methods in the same one. So yeah, they link it very much. So. Okay, so say I create a variable. So what I want to do is inside my method, so I'm just going to create a method. So this is a method and we declared it using a void. We can do exactly the same with another void. So say we wanted to make a void, we just call a void. So in this case we're going to make a static void. Make static void hi, and we have to put empty brackets after it. Well, you can fill these brackets in as you did here, but for now we're not going to be filling these in. So inside here we can put the bit of code that we want this to run. So in here we're going to put sys out because we want to go system.out.println. We want it to print hi, because since it's called hi. So now if we call hi here, which would actually be hi, so we're going to call this hi there, since this is how you're meant to meant to name methods. The first word isn't initialized, the cap isn't capitalized, but the second one is. So hi there, and this will print hi there, and when we run this, it'll just print hi there. Now normally you wouldn't do it for something like this. You'd do something like you'd have all logic stuff in here, and you probably have it for a game or something. You probably have like a load of logic, or if you're running a command you might do something inside a method, and if you want to repeat a set of instructions a load of times, then this is a way to do it. So say you want to repeat a load of abstract instructions or something. Now, could you see this public modifier? This is called a modifier, and it basically lets you see the scope. So what the hell's a scope? Now the scope is basically where it can be accessed from. So without any sort of modifier, it can be accessed by anything inside this package. But if we put a public on there, that means it can be accessed by anywhere inside this jar file. It can be accessed from any file. So any class. Anywhere. So now, if we make it private, we can only access it in this class now. So normally, it's good practice to always add a modifier. So public, unless you're only willing for it to be accessed inside this. So inside my game here, I have done this a few times with the initializer and stuff. No, I haven't done it with the initializer. Yes, it was with the initializer. As you can see. Actually, no, I have done it with the initializer as well. I've done it somewhere. Let me just try and find it. Here we go. I haven't done that class yet. Here we go. Can you see here? There's no modifier, because I'm not going to access this initializing and disposer method from anywhere besides this player class. So as you can see, all this stuff. And as you can see, this method is public, because I want to access it from the initializer. So I wanted to go into the initializer and all that stuff. But for now, we're not going to look at anything that advanced. All we're going to do is we're going to basically just leave this public, and we're just going to make it print out, hi there, it's good to meet you. So, something really simple. Now, you can get these to do stuff like advanced maths operations, which we might be doing when we're looking at recursion inside methods, which is a later on topic. But for now, that's all we need to know about methods. So basically, we just made a simple method that just printed out something. If we wanted to, we could repeat that method inside here. So let's just quickly create that method again. So actually, we could just click click Control and Z and undo it, or Command Z, depending on where you're on. So sysout, hi there, how are you doing? Sysout, how are you doing? How are you doing? There we go. And then all we need to do is, if we put this inside a for loop or something, instead of having to write this two things inside the for loop, we'd only have to write one thing. It just makes life a bit easier. Normally there'd be like a load of things, so it just makes life a hell of a lot easier. So int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, and then all I need to do now is just go hi there, and it will just print out those things 10 times. So we'll have 20 different messages there. So hi there, how you doing? Hi there, how you doing? Hi there, how you doing? So as you can see, it's just printed out 20 times. So it's printed out 20 different things just with that simple snippet of code. So as you can see, this isn't even like a little, like, we're not even skimming the surface of coding at the moment. We're doing some really basic stuff. There's much more advanced things like with GUIs or GUIs, depending on how you want to say them. But for now, we're going to have to work with this basic stuff. Eventually we will move on to GUIs. We'll be using OpenGL displays, and we'll also be using the basic Java displays, the Java X swing, and we'll also be using Java effects maybe, if I can learn that by the time we get there, because I haven't worked with Java effects very much, but I've worked with the other two quite a bit. So for now, all we're going to do is we're basically just gonna leave it at this and go on to the next episode where we're going to be working on parameters. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next episode.